Buddy, and happy Thursday. It is Thursday, January 29th, 2026 at 7 p.m. Eastern Time. And this is Lisa Freeman coming to you live from stampingwithlisa.com. Welcome, everybody. I am so excited to be here with you tonight. So I have some fun cards to show you, but I decided since I didn't finish them, we're going to do it together, and you guys are going to be surprised by what we make. So I don't have a finished card to show you. So that's why it's called mystery card stamping. So you'll get surprised just like me because I haven't finished what the card looks like yet. So you can help me make them. All right, so let's see. We are going to be using, this is what you need though if you want to make them. We have lovely arrangements as the stamp set, and I'm just using the words from here. So we're using most of these words in this one, and just a note. I didn't stamp anything on the inside of the card because they're all totally different. So you can stamp whatever you want on the inside. Then we also need embossing folders. You can use whatever embossing folders you want, but I picked the beautiful pattern. Wait a minute, that goes with the wrong thing. That's this one. Okay, beautiful pattern. So it's like a kind of a crisscross quilting looking one. So that's called Beautiful Pattern Embossing Folder. And I think it's new. Yep, it's new. The number is 167097 if you want that one. And we're also using, I have nowhere to put these on my desk because my desk is a mess. We're using exposed brick, and mine is very warped. I don't know what happened to it, but it's very warped. I don't know what happened to it. And then we're also using the Eyelet 3D embossing folder. This is an old one, but it's still available. And the number is 163414. And that's in the main catalog, I think, because it's been around forever. So we're using those three. And then various designer papers and colors to go with them. So all you need if you want to make it is any designer paper that has a good backside to it. And what I mean like that, so say for this one, oops, well, you don't even need a good backside. So this one I used a different piece that's in the pack. So you're going to need some strips that are 3/4 of an inch wide. Doesn't matter how long, as long as it's longer than like 3 inches. And then you're going to need 2 squares that are 3/4 of an inch square. So that's all you need for each card. Is just like if you get one 12-inch strip, that's perfectly fine. So a 12-inch strip, and then a coordinating paper in the pack, just 2 little squares, 3/4 by 3/4. And then get 2 colors of cardstock that match. So I'm using Petal Pink and Mossy Meadow for this first one. And that's in your embossing machine. So if you want to stamp along with me, you can. And I have lots of show and tell today. So I'm going to show you my Happy Mail first. So this one's from Marva Dahoney. And she sent me this cute little card. I think this is from a kit. Maybe last month's kit, December. I'm not positive. But I think this looks like the one from last month. So very sweet, cute card. Love it. Then I got this one from, let me hide the addresses, Deanna Ostrid. And she sent me 2 cards. One's for my mother, but she didn't put anything in them. So I guess I get to pick which one to give my mother. So she sent me this one and this one. I almost did this card tonight with the way she did it, because I've been wanting to do a card like this for a while. So I was trying to find a card idea just using strips of paper. And I got this one in the mail and I was like, oh, that's a good idea. So I'm going to do this one similar. I don't have this paper, but do one kind of similar to this soon. So that's from Deanna. And then this one is from Anya, all the way from Germany. She sent me a Christmas card, and the post date on here is November 24th. is the post date on it. So it took 2 months to get here. Is that crazy? That's so crazy, but I love the card. So thank you, Anya. I can't believe it took 2 months. Usually I get her cards less than a week, but let me say hello to everybody. Hey, Darlene. Hey, Tony. Hey, Trina. Hey, Amy. Hey, Jody. Hey, Amy, other Amy. Hey, Christine. Let me see. A lot of duplicates here. Let me scroll past. Hey, Sally. Hey, Wendy. Hey, Carol. Hey, Regina. Hey, Brenda. Hey, Mel. Hey, Judy. Hey, Cindy. Hey, Sarah. Hey, Michelle. Got here on time today, Sarah. Oh, that's funny. Cindy says she's sitting in her Jeep watching while her husband is in the doctor appointment. It must be a lot earlier there because it's 7 o'clock here. All the doctors are closed. Let me see. Hey, Sandra. Hey, Joan. Hey, Hilda. Hey, Diana. Hey, Marva. Love your card. Hey, Virginia. She was in class today. I had class this morning. That was a lot of fun. I'm going to show you a couple of the cards we made in that too. Hey, Judith. Hey, Maria. I think I'm going to stop because there's so many duplicates. Hard to keep track. Oh, Gloria. Hey, Gloria. Hey, Becky. All right. So, hey, Sherry. Hey, Ruth. Hey, Vicky. All right. I think I got pretty much everybody. All right. So I told you the other night we had our meeting. So we had a little swap. So this was my friend Debbie that was staying with me. This was her card. So I thought this was so cute. I didn't get this stamp set, but I do have this paper. I didn't get that folder either, so I'll have to copy it using different stuff. But love that. So that was Debbie's card. This one was my upline, Melissa Ellis. And this is a cute card. Look at this. She got this, some kind of a spinner thing. Isn't that cute? And it's like a pop-up card. I thought that was so cute. But she's got just a little, I don't know if you can see it. It's like a little spinner thing under there, though. I think that's so cute. I don't have this stamp set, but I think this is a really cute card using the same paper as Debbie used. So that's hers. This one is Anna Crosby. Love that. Super easy card, just using scraps again. So this would be like I think it's 1.5 inch strips. And then this one doesn't have a name in it. I don't know. But that's cute. I guess using a baking set. I don't remember seeing this one. I always miss some. I'm not sure if that's online or... Here's another one. Let me open this one. This is from Bobby Yoakum. Let me see. Nothing really inside, but that's another one with that, the lamb or the ewe. I'm not sure what the difference is. What's the difference between a ewe? I guess a lamb is a baby. Well, no, I don't know. I don't know. I'm not a farmer. And this one is from, oh, there we go, Wendy Biddle. So there you go. So those were from the swap. And then this is my card that I did for the swap. And you guys have already seen this card, but I took this idea from the video that I did like a couple weeks ago. And these cards we did in class today. So these 3 papers, which are from the Floral Charm pack, we made those 3. And they made 12 cards today. So those were 3. And then this was another one. So this one, remember we made with the Valentine stuff? So today we made this one with the flowers. And that's where I got the idea for that. So just wanted to show you all those ideas. And then don't forget, we got the card kits. This is your last chance. You got 2 days left. Yeah, the spinny thing is cute. If anybody needs the link, Melissa sent me the link to get where those little spinny things come from. I think Amazon, but I'm not positive. We made this card in class today too. So they made 3 of these. And So they made 3 of these, 3 of this one, 3 of this one, the other 3 that I showed you, and then one other one. So this is a card kit. If you order $100 or more before shipping and tax, you'll get this card kit. And also you get $10 extra in rewards, and you can get the product of the month item. A ewe is a female lamb. So what is a male lamb called? Oh, ram. So ram and a ewe. Okay. Now, I don't know if any of you guys know this, but I was really dumb because I was talking to this guy and he said he was going to have oxtail for dinner. And I said, oh, and I said, that sounds disgusting. So, and I said, what's an ox? I said, I don't think I've ever seen an ox before. I've heard of them, but I don't know what an ox looks like. And he said, it's beef. It's from a cow. I said, an ox is not a cow. I found out it is. It's a castrated male cow. So, did you guys know that? I never knew that. I just thought an ox was an animal, like a buffalo or a moose or a cow. I thought an ox was its own animal. And so I just learned that myself today. I never knew that. So I don't know if you guys knew that or not, but an oxtail sounds gross. I wouldn't want to eat the tail of an animal. But anyway, okay, so you ready to stamp? Get this out of the way. There goes that date. Yeah, he thought it was funny. Oh, see, my finger's almost better. I took the duct tape off, so it's almost gone. But I think I'm gonna wear duct tape a couple more days because it does seem to really help a lot. All right, so you need one of these because you might get glue on your surface. So the first one we're gonna make, here's what you need. You need, whoops, I don't have a picture of the card to show you. So 5.5 by 8.5 Mossy Meadow, 5.25 by 4 Petal Pink. You need 2 pieces of vanilla, and I just cut them the same just to make it easier, so you didn't mix the pieces up. So 5 by 3 3/4, and then you just need some scraps that are 3/4 of an inch wide by however long. As long as it's, a couple pieces are going to be like 2 or 3 inches, and then I think the longest one is maybe 3.5 inches. So, and then 2 3/4 inch squares. So that's what you need for the first one. Lynn says it's delicious. I don't know. I guess it's like eating pork butt. You know, you're eating a butt. I don't know. But a tail is like, I can't imagine there'd be much meat on a tail. Because it's so like, I don't know, skinny. So we're learning all sorts of things today in Lisa's stamp class, aren't we? Way to meet a guy. Yes, Mel. He's funny. He's from Jamaica, so he eats all sorts of strange things, and I have to look him up. So it's just a guy I've been talking to. We're supposed to go on a date maybe tomorrow. Oh, I just accidentally, I think I showed you the card. Okay. All right, you ready? Yep, I showed you a little bit of it. A sneak peek. All right, so now what we're going to do is start with one of the vanilla pieces in our scraps. And so here's what we're going to do. Now you can kind of start any direction you want. Now if your paper has a up and a down side, you're going to just have to wing it. So what we're going to do is kind of place them where we want them to go. So we're going to start, I don't want it right in the middle. I want it kind of offset. So we're going to start here. And then your next piece, now see it goes this way, but we're just going to pretend that doesn't matter. The next piece is going to go here, and then you're going to have a piece here, here, and I can cut this a little bit like that. Actually, I got to cut it straight. Hold on. You got to make sure they're straight or it's not going to work. All right, so you just kind of place it where you want, but we're going to do it about like that. And then this one is going to go here. And then this one is going to go this way. So you kind of get what I'm doing here. That's basically what it's going to look like. And you can kind of move it around wherever you want to see. You just have to make sure you got enough room for your word here. Or you could put your word up here. It doesn't matter. I could put it there. And if you want to, you could have something else, like a leaf or something, if you want to put that on there. All right, so what we're going to do is start with this piece right here. And what I do is kind of turn it over and just put glue, if it comes out, about to the end of where the paper is going to be. So we're going to try and make sure that's straight. Now I'm just eyeballing it. So if you're real picky, then you can use a ruler and pencil mark it on here. If you want to get super duper straight, but I don't think anybody will notice if it's not perfect. And all right, so this one has to go under. I made a mistake and did one the wrong way, and it doesn't come out right. So now this one goes under this one, so we'll just turn the page. And so we're going to put this one here, and I'm just going to snip it a little bit like that. Flip it over, glue it. Oop, I glue all over my finger. And then the last piece is going to go under that one, up this way. So again, try not to get glue on anything else, but I think I don't know what that is. That might be ink or something. Okay, so I think this one is just a teeny bit crooked, but it's okay. We're gonna live. And then just snip off these. Or you could put glue on it and flip it over, like put some more glue and just fold it right over the back edge. Okay, so there's that. And then you can save these scraps for another card. Okay, then you're going to take these two squares and you're going to cut them. These are our 3/4 by 3/4 square, and you're going to cut them in half diagonally. I've got glue all over my finger now, and there we go. Okay, so you want to put your triangles in the top left corner so that the diagonal part's facing that way. So this is the right angle here, and I'm just going to use this instead of the, well, no, actually we could use the glue, put it on the paper. So I'm just going to put a little bit like right in that corner. Oh, dang. That was close. Would have had to cut another square. All right, so just put it like that. Oops. All right, so there's the first one. Then we're going to turn it, do the same thing. So just put a little bit in the corner here. And put that triangle. So when I did my other one that was messed up, I had my things going the wrong way. So instead of it, I don't know how I did it, but it came out backwards and it didn't make the pinwheel. So I was like, shoot. So you got to make sure you put it underneath the piece that's next to it. And then this one. Oops, I got a little glue showing. Okay, there we go. And then one more. That's gonna go. Did I do something wrong? Wait a minute. Oh, whoops, this goes this way. I'm like, whoo, I did something wrong. Okay, no, I didn't. Just had a brain fart. That's it. Let me tell you what happened last night. So, you know, it's supposed to be like 18 degrees. So there we go. So we got a little pinwheel action here in the middle. Then we're going to stamp. So for this one, I'm using Thank You. So I was getting ready to go to bed. It was supposed to be down in like the teens last night. So I thought, okay, I'll open the cabinets and let the water drip, you know, just in case. And this is Mossy Meadow. We're going to stamp it right there. Okay, so there's that. All right, then we're going to emboss it. And this one I embossed with the exposed brick. So you're going to take your exposed brick, put it in here, stick it in there, nice and straight. And then, by the magic of TV, uh-oh, here we go. I thought I lost it. So there you go. So there's your card. And then we're going to just put it together. So we're going to put it on this piece with the glue. So I did that, and then I had my dishwasher was full, and I said, oh, I need to start the dishwasher. So I throw the pot in there, and I hit start. But for some reason, it didn't start. Sometimes you got to hit start twice. So, I was like, dang it. I got up this morning, started fixing breakfast, and I opened the dishwasher to empty it, and everything was still dirty. The pod's still sitting in there. I said, shoot. And it was funny because I forgot about the sink, and then I woke up this morning and I opened my bedroom door and I hear this dripping, and I had forgotten that I did that. Now, I didn't stamp anything on the inside, so we're just going to put that in here. You could put some designer paper on it if you want. That would be really pretty. I don't know if I got an extra piece laying right here. I don't know if I got one long enough. Let me see. Yeah, we could put that one. It goes the wrong way though. You could put one of those in there if you wanted to, but I'm not going to put anything right now. Okay, so now we need to decorate the front a little bit. So I want to do a bow. So we could have a gold bow, or I made one linen thread bow, but that's really long. That's too big. We could do a little bow. I didn't bring too much because I was like, oh, I'll just grab some stuff. But I was a little freaked out when I first woke up. I like this one better than the gold on this one, I think. And then I brought different gems. So let's see which ones go with this. We could have a yellow from that one, or that's kind of petal pink. None of those really go. Or we could have that one, or you know what I think I like is this one right here. I just grabbed a bunch of packs of the gems. Oops, forgot to cut it. Okay, so we're gonna stick this one on with, oh, I'm almost out of glue dots. So stick that right in the middle. You could, oh, you know what you could do is put a gem in there. That would look good too. But I'm gonna put the bow right there in the center. And then grab some of these. So we've got two different sizes. We can just do, oops, a big one and a little one and another big one. Like, oops, right there. All right, so there's your first card. Ta-da. Oh, you know we gotta spray it. Hold on. I need to clean my sprayer. It's going the wrong direction. All over my hand. cute? I love it. Okay, so that's card number 1, if you want to take a picture of that. So that was number 1. Your dishwasher died. Yikes. I only have to run mine like maybe once a week because it's only me. You like the darker gems, Vicky? Oh well. You could use the darker gems if you wanted to. I kind of did like this one. These would have been pretty too. We could trade one out if we want to take this one off and put one of the pink ones or coral ones. I don't know. What do you think? I think I like the other one better. We'll just have to keep that one there. Okay, so there's that one. So that's card number 1. So now we're going to go to card number 2. Now this one, I actually did wider. So instead of 3/4 inches, I did 1 inch. And I really liked this one. So you need 5.5 by 8.5 pecan or pecan pie. And then 5 1/4 by 4 petunia pop, 5 by 3 3/4 vanilla, 2 of those. And then you need your 1 inch scrap. So you can use 3/4 of an inch or 1. And if you use 1, make sure your squares are also 1. So either size will work. So get a screenshot of that. Liverwurst. Oh, gross. That sounds disgusting. How did we get on the subject of meat? From the oxtails? Now, I love sausage, but mostly gross. I like Jimmy Dean's sage sausage. If I'm having it for breakfast. If I'm eating it for dinner, then I like Italian sausage. Like in pasta stuff. Alright, so that's the screenshot for this one. So again, we're going to start with our vanilla piece. And put it on here. And same thing, we're going to kind of lay it out before we glue. So this one goes this direction. And again, you can kind of start it wherever you want. It doesn't really matter. I think all of these are going up, so we'll just pretend that that's okay this way. And then this one's going to go under that. And then this one's going to go this. Let's put it this way. All right, so there's our 4 pieces. Now we're just going to glue them down. So I'm going to start with this one again. I don't know why my glue's getting clogged up. Come on. There we go. That's a lot of glue. I think it's going to ooze out. Okay, and just kind of eyeball it so it looks straight. All right, and then this one's going to go straight under that one. Flip it over. Oh, guess what? So I was checking out the TV for a minute right before I started the video. And guess what started? I don't know if any of you guys are big Bridgerton fans, but Bridgerton is back. I'm so excited. It's one of my favorite shows, and it's been off. It's like, feels like 5 years, but I think it's only been a year. All right, next one's going to go under that one. And make sure you line up those edges right there. And last one is going to go right here. So after the first piece, it's pretty easy to just keep going. Okay, so there we go. And then we're going to take our 2 squares that are 1 inch. We're going to cut them diagonally and do the same thing we did last time. So I'm going to cut this off real quick. And save these for something else. And you could put that one inside your card. That would go pretty. Like that across the bottom if you want. That would be pretty on the inside. So that's what I would probably do for the insides of the cards. Okay, so first one, let's put some glue down. And again, it's the top left corner. And you're going to put that right there. Oops. And then the next one. So I took some chicken salad chicks to my mother today and a nothing bundt cake. I told her, I said, don't eat lunch, I'm bringing you lunch. And so after class today, I went to go see her. And she kept asking me what I was bringing because she really wanted to know. And I said, it's a surprise. And she goes, well, what if I don't like it? I said, you're going to like it. It's one of your favorite things. And then she starts naming. I said, good grief, I'm not telling you. So I hand her the bag and she looks at it. And she goes, well, what is it? And I said, well, read the bag. And she goes, I don't think I've ever heard of that. And I said, yes, you have. We ate there and you love it. And so then she pulls it out, and I got her the Fancy Nancy chicken salad, which is the chicken salad with the grapes and it's got like pecans in it, and it's so good. And then I got her the grape salad, which is like to die for. All right, goes this way. All right, so there's our pieces. Then we are gonna stamp. So this one I got just a note. And this one I stamped it 4 times. I don't know if it's gonna fit. I think my other one was a little bit bigger. So I'm gonna try and get this straight. So we're gonna stamp 1. Maybe I should offset it. I think I'm gonna offset it. So then if it's not all the way straight, doesn't matter. Now see, if I had that new positioner, this would be easier. Oh, I think it looks cute. Okay, just a note, just a note, just a note. Okay, so then I did stamp it pretty straight last time. So then, by the magic of TV, we're gonna put it into this one. I did the exposed brick. What's it called? Exposed brick. So this one went in the exposed brick also, and voila. Here is our finished one. And there you go. So now we're going to put this together like so. Thank you. Bangers and mash. I forget what that is. I know mashed potatoes is the banger, is the mash. What's the banger? I've had it before, but I can't remember. Pink one. I love this pink one. Love it. Petunia Pop is one of my favorite colors. Okay. All right. So this one, let's see if the gold one works for this one. I got a double gold. I think that looks really pretty. Okay, so let's do a gold one. And now, like I said, you could use, instead of a bow, you could put a gem right there. And then this, I think these will go perfect. I should have found some that were already open, because I know I have all of these open already. So we're going to take some of these pink ones. These are called Charming Shimmer Faceted Dots, and the last ones were Pearls of Beauty. So we'll take it's not one to stick. Okay, there we go. Put one there. Maybe I need more goo. More goo on my paper. These are just not coming out. Okay, one there. I'll take one more. They are not coming off. Okay, I'm just gonna grab it with my fingers. Let's do one there. All right, so there's that one. Let me spray it to the side because my sprayer's clogged up. And it's getting everywhere. So there's number 2. Oops, I forgot the inside. Let me put the inside in. And like I said, DSP would probably be the best thing to stick in here since you already have a whole bunch of scraps laying around. I don't know if I saved that piece. Hold on. Yeah, I did. Let's just stick that in here. Right there. Is that the right way? Yeah, I don't know. It's hard to tell. I think it goes this way. Okay, so there's that one. So we got that card. That's number 2. You pick your gems up with scissors. Sometimes I do. Oh, sausage is a banger and mashed potatoes, mash with onion gravy and peas. Oh, Marianne, you've been using this but didn't use, yeah, I've seen a couple examples, but they used regular paper instead of designer paper for the pinwheel part, and some people just used cardstock, like, and then embossed it. And then some weren't embossed. I saw a couple of different ideas. Okay, next one is a Valentine one. So we are going to do this one. So you need Pretty in Pink, 5.5 by 8.5, 5 1/4 by 4 real red. You need 2 white, and then I've got my 3/4 inch strips. And uh-oh, I lost my one of my red square. Oh, here it is. Oh, it's stuck to the Post-it. It was hiding. Okay, so there you go. So 2 of those. And I did bring red ribbon for this one, so we could tie a bow in the middle. Well, I think I made it smaller. Love it. I had just a couple pieces of this ribbon left. I'm telling you, I used almost that whole entire pack of paper that Melissa gave me, of Valentine paper, and made little treats for everybody that came to class today. All right, you got a picture of that, hopefully. I guess next year I'm gonna have to buy a pack of paper for Valentine's. So far I haven't gotten any glue, not on the paper here. Okay, so same thing again. We're gonna start. Now this is good because these hearts go all different directions, so it doesn't have to be straight. So again, we're just gonna start off to the center. If you want to do it in the center, you can. There's another little one. So it'll go there, and then this one here, like so. And then this one here. So just like that. Now I got to make sure I got my word on here because my word barely fits. So I'm going to actually stamp that first. So I've got love you so very much. And all of these words come from that same set that I showed at the beginning. So I want to make sure this fits. Whoops, I just messed everything up. Okay, So we messed up our little diagram here. So just want to make sure this goes over that, about right there. And just kind of wing it. That looks pretty straight. Hopefully. Okay, so there's our first piece, and then we're going to stick, this piece will go right down there perfectly. Now the last one, we're going to do a little trick. It's like a step up. Like this is the easy version. There's a little bit more difficult version. All right, so that goes under that, and then you turn it, this goes under here. And we really just need this little piece. Right there. And then the last one, let's just rip this off here. And do the last one. Oh, they're both ripped. Okay, never mind. We gotta have straight edge. So, there we go. So put that down. Oops, I think I put too much glue. Okay. Nope, I think I was perfect. All right, and then we're gonna just trim those out. I should have probably moved it over just a little bit, but that's okay. And we've already stamped it. This one does have glue on it. So throw these away. All right, we're going to take our little squares and cut them in half. Yeah, I got a little glue on my scissors. All right, so this one is super tiny. I think I need my glasses. Very lean meat. What is very... Kangaroo! I didn't know you could eat a kangaroo. Oh, I never knew that. I thought they were just fun little animals. I didn't realize people ate them. Okay, so there we go. Class today, I glued something together, and then I don't know if I hit it or something. It was two circles that were together, and it moved, and then it was like totally stuck, so I couldn't fix it. I was so mad. Okay. So just keep spinning and putting it in that top corner. One more. So these are super easy cards, I think. And if you make a bunch of them, I would just make them all, then go and emboss them all. Like instead of embossing one at a time. Okay, so there's that one. Now, again, we can, here's a straight one. Yeah, we could put that on there. Well, I cut that crooked. Look how crooked that is. All right, we're not going to use that one. It must have slipped when I was cutting it. Well, we'll do that one. All right, so we're going to run this through the embossing. This one I used the Eyelet one. So we put it in here. And dun-dun-dun-dun. Here we go. So there's that one. Isn't that cute? So we're going to go ahead and glue that to our pink and red. Stick that down. That makes a really good impression. Oh, you know what? I used to make pizza with English muffins. I learned how to do that in home ec in 9th grade. We learned how to make pizza with English muffins, and then we made like regular muffins and all sorts of little things. That's actually where I learned how to cook, was home ec. Don't you love the magic of TV? I wish I could do that in real life. All right, and then this one, we'll put this across here. And then trim it. That one's definitely straighter than the other one. Okay. So this goes on the inside. Now the last one I messed up because I meant to put it on vanilla and I accidentally put it on white, and I didn't feel like doing it over again, but I'm gonna make it vanilla, but I've already embossed it with white, so we're just gonna have to deal with it. All right, glue dot right there in the middle. I don't know if I have any red ones or pink ones. That's not gonna work. None of these work. That pink's too pink. We could use those little gold ones, maybe. Guess I just don't have any. I was trying to bring some of every color. All right, let's try the scissors this time and use that. Use a couple little ones. Okay, I think I'm gonna try this with a little one instead of a big one. Oops. This is how I used to do it, but I like to take your pick better. Okay, so there we go. So we've got little gold ones on here today. So there's that one. Let me spray it real quick. Okay. All right, so that's card number 3. Now we've got one more, and this one's a little bit different. So we're gonna be using Basic Beige, 5.5 by 8.5, 5 1/4 by 4 Mossy Meadow, the 2 vanilla pieces, 5 by 3 3/4, and then our scraps. Oh, here they are. They keep sticking to the Post-it note. Okay. Yeah, I used to love that SOS. My dad was in the military for a little while, and we used to eat cream chip beef. Stouffer's actually has a really good cream chip beef on, and you make some toast and pour it on the toast. I love it. I always thought it was really good. He always called it SOS, but I thought, I think it's good. I made it from scratch one time with this jar of, I don't know what it's called, chip beef, I guess. It comes in a jar, and you just chop it up and make a little, like, gravy out of it. All right, so I hope you got a screenshot of that one. This is the last card for tonight. We're doing pretty good time. Okay, so again, we're going to use our glue thing. Now, here's the difference. This one is actually going to go diagonally. So we're going to start with one diagonal. So we're going to do it kind of like that. So I'm just going to go ahead and glue that one down. Now, this is the hard part, is when you flip it over to glue it, you got to be careful at the end here, because when you flip it, it's actually the opposite direction of the way that you put the glue on. So you got to be careful there at the end. So I think about right there. So there's the first piece. So then again, we're going to take, and this is not straight, so I need to straighten it. Let's do this. All right, so then this piece goes under right here. So we're just gonna rip that. Put some glue on that one. So this is just a different version. So instead of straight, it's diagonal, but you do it exactly the same way. You just make sure your first piece starts diagonal and then the rest will all kind of fit together. And then the next piece we're going to take under this one, and it goes this way. Oops, that's a little bit jaggedy there. That way. Okay, and then the last piece, I gotta cut this. Last piece is gonna go right there, like so. Oops, that's a little bit crooked. Oh, and it's too late. Too late. And there we go. So this one goes like that. And then we're going to trim these. So do you like having a surprise where you don't know what it's going to look like till the end? Or you like knowing ahead of time what we're making? All right, so this one goes this way. Then we've got our two little squares again. Cut in half. And you can always reuse these if you've got enough room. Like this one you don't want to save. That one's probably too small, but you could save it for something. All right, so then we're going to put our glue. Oh! Almost messed it up. I think this square is a little too small, but it'll work. So I went back to the eye doctor yesterday and switched out my contacts because, you know, I got this one. I used to wear multifocal, and then when I went to the, did I do that right? Yeah. The last ones I just got, I got, not multifocal, but regular. So, and then one was astigmatism. So here's the problem. All of a sudden I couldn't see. I could see fine in distance, but I couldn't see close up. So I'm driving down the road and I look at the speedometer. Ooh, chicken gizzards, gross. I look at the speedometer and it's all blurry. So I can't see everything on the dashboard, and I can't see the radio. And this way. And then when I'm putting my makeup on, I can't see anything either. So I was like putting my makeup on, just kind of winging it, blurry. Then I put my glasses on and check and see how it looked. And I said, this is not going to work. So I went back there today and I said, can I just swap these out? Because I hadn't opened the box yet. Because they give you a trial pair. So there we go. All right, now stamp this one. I used Thank You Again with the Mossy Meadow. And so I put those in. They gave me a sample of these. Oh my gosh, it's so much better. Oops. I don't know, you could stamp it like that. What do you think? You think I should stamp it straight or like diagonal? Boy, you guys are having interesting conversations tonight. Interesting. Squaw. I've never heard of squaw bread. I've seen chicken gizzards, but I've never eaten one. Diagonal. We got one diagonal. Brown bread with little. Oh, I've had that before. Like, kind of like pumpernickel, but not really. Diagonal. Line. Okay. Most of you are saying diagonal, so we're going to try a diagonal. There we go. Oh, I love it like that. Okay, so I did it straight on the sample that I did. That's on white, which I don't like, but what can you do? Okay, so my magic of TV is not going to work this time because it comes out a different color. So we're going to put it in here, and by the magic of TV, it's going to come out white. So it changes colors. So pretend that it's on vanilla. Because after I did it, I was like, oh, dang, I put it on the wrong color. But I didn't want to make another one. So it does look way better on the vanilla, though. I think, definitely. Definitely like it on the vanilla better. Okay. All right, so we're just going to put this down. See, I wrapped this one. I started doing that, and then I was like, nah, I think I'd rather cut it. This was actually the first one I made. I mean, it doesn't look horrible with white, but I do like the vanilla better. All right, and then stick this in inside. Now for this one, I don't know what we should do. Do we like gold or do we like, I think I like the gold on that one too. This one's just too big. Or we could try a little one. But I think the gold's gonna be better. Okay. So there's gold, and then there's the linen thread. So I like the gold better. Okay, so oops. So we're gonna get another glue dot, put it in a little ball, and stick that on there. Okay, and then I think those, I don't know, what do you think about that? Is that not the right color green, you think? I think it could go. It's probably supposed to be, I don't know, I think it's close enough. We'll use this one. I think I can get this with my fingernails. So we'll put it on. Actually, let's change that and put this on a blank square. Oops. Okay, so there's that one. And that was the low profile sparkle dots. And then we'll spritz it. And I'll give you all the cards again. So here we go. So there's all the cards for tonight. But again, I did this on vanilla. I like it much better. So if you do that one, do the vanilla. All right. So what do you guys think? Do you like this technique? So you can do it with the 3/4, or you can do it with the 1 inch. And then you can do it straight, or you can do it diagonally. I think I probably should have lifted that up just a little bit, but it's okay. I think I did. No, it's about the same on that one. So do you like those? Very cute. And you can use all your scraps. I didn't cut any paper for this. I just took scraps out of, well, I did actually cut it because some of the scraps were like 1.5 inches. So I cut them in half at 3/4. Or they were, this one was 2 inches. Ooh, tapioca. Ooh. Oh yeah, this is great like for a quilt card, I think. This one I'd probably do slightly higher, but this one came out perfect. And that one I love. This is probably my favorite one. I love this color. And this one too. I think the bottom two I love. Well, actually, I like all of them except that one I wish was on vanilla. Yeah, the 1 inch one is really pretty. I like that. But I like the way I stamped the second one better. with the just a note, like back and forth. But look at the difference the embossing makes. It's so much better with the embossing. Love it. All right, you guys. So you know what time it is. It's time for a joke. So let me pull up the joke. We have a cute one tonight. I don't think I've ever had tapioca pudding, but it doesn't look very good. I've seen it, but I don't think I liked the way it looked. Man, I had a sweet tooth tonight. I was like dying for something sweet, but I'm trying to be good. So I think I told you guys I found this chocolate milk that's got a lot of protein. It's Fairlife chocolate milk, low fat. Like it's half the calories, half the fat, half the sugar or something. But it's 13 grams of protein in 1 cup. So if I really like some, I just drink that. Okay, joke. Here we go. This one's cute. All right, I asked my blonde neighbor how she lost her husband, Johnny. She told me her sad story. Well, he was in the hospital and needed a blood transfusion, but his blood type was not in his record. So the doctors asked me if I knew what it was, as they urgently needed to know in order to save my Johnny's life. Tragically, I've never known his blood type, so I only had time to sit and say goodbye. I'll never forget how supportive my Johnny was. Even as he was fading away, he kept on whispering to me, "Be positive, be positive." And that was my Johnny, always thinking of others. It's kind of sad, but it's funny. He was telling her his blood type, and she's like, okay. I hope you thought that was cute instead of sad, but anyway, I thought it was cute. Has anyone tried the red velvet Reese's peanut butter cups? I haven't even heard of that. I've never heard of red velvet Reese's peanut butter cups. Oh, you know what? For some reason, an apple makes me hungry. Every time I eat an apple, I'm like hungry for, it satisfies me for like an hour and then I'm starving again. All right, I had one card that wasn't claimed from last time. And that was Valerie Fitzgerald. And then we've got these cards to give away. Oh, your blood type is B positive. That's good. Mine's O positive. I thought it was O negative for a while, but then I found out it was O positive. All right. First winner is Karen Devo. Next one is Amy Livesey. Next one is Lou Knowlton, and I think that's the husband's name instead of the wife, but that's what it shows up as on the thing. And Kelly Collins. So Karen Devo, Amy Livesey, Lou Knowlton, and Kelly Collins are the winners tonight. Are any of you guys on here? No, Amy, I think, is on here. Let's see. I'm pretty sure Amy is. Anybody else on here tonight who just won? Make sure, oops, I gotta put my thing up here. There's my email address, so send me your address. And I'll send you the cards. And also, let me get the list. Hold on. Here we go. And if Jalen's watching, I did not print out a new copy because I forgot. Tamara, you just have to leave a comment on the live or after the video, or send me a card. Both ways you can get entered into it. I could have sworn Amy was on here earlier. And Kelly. All three, oh, let me see. Actually, almost all of these people are always on here. Now none of them are. Huh. Okay. Ruth, your favorite is diagonal. What's the address? This is my email address to send me your address. And then if you want to send me a card, this is my address. I should put it on this one. Yeah, I thought Amy was on here. But Kelly and Lou and or Lou's wife and Karen are usually on here too. All right, you guys, we are finished. 8:05. That was pretty good time for 4 cards. So I hope you liked that technique. So I'll be back Saturday. Now Saturday is the end of the month. So, oh, that means Saturday I have to have a card kit. No, Mel, I don't have a card contest right now. I'll do one soon, though. We'll do a spring card. Maybe in February we'll start one. All right, so I guess I'll have a new card kit on Saturday morning. I gotta think hard on that one. It's always harder to do card kits than regular cards because I gotta make sure I got enough supplies to make a bunch of kits from. All right, take care, everybody. Stay warm. We're supposed to have a huge storm coming Saturday. And they tell us that this time it really, really is going to snow a lot. Like they're predicting 10 inches. So who knows? I don't know, but it is going to be super, super cold the next few days. So everybody stay warm, stay inside, and stay safe. See ya on Saturday morning at 10. Bye-bye.